Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. We are live. Let me reduce the volume a little bit here because this is pumping. All right. Little sound check just to make sure. All right, I can hear myself. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing tonight? Did everyone have a good day today? I know that we got a notification earlier from Zolkir, my good friend Zolkir. I'm gonna replay the notification live, you know, just to so that he can see it himself. There you go, Zolkir. Thank you very much for the follow, my friend. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Man, folks, today I had a pretty intense day. It was a, like, there's not a lot of stuff that happened, to be honest, but it's like, for those who don't know, actually most of you, like, pretty much nobody knows, but there's actually 2 mice in my apartment right now. There's probably more than 2. There's like, pretty much a family living in my oven kind of thing. Yeah, like, and they keep like scratching and making a bunch of noise, and I don't really know, you know, like what they're up to. Like, it feels like they're really like trying hard to like come out, and it feels like they're climbing high. Like they used to like be around like behind my oven, and like you wouldn't necessarily hear them or like whatever. But lately it's like we've locked the possibility of them coming out by putting like basically like a bunch of tape. Like literally duct tape. I duct taped the side of my ovens, like, you know, to like close the gap between the oven and the wall so that they don't come out. And I put it very thick and like about like a foot high, so I don't think they're able to climb. Anyway, I wish so, or else if they do, I never see them. Maybe you guys are gonna see them running like all the way over there, you know, like in my kitchen, and you just won't tell me. But yeah, and so they've been like very noisy lately. And funny enough, but it's like the sound comes from high up in the oven. It feels like they're right under the elements, like it's like the spiral elements that I have, which I know is possible. They can climb and like whatever. So I've managed to like figure out something to just, you know, like plug in the holes and whatever so they don't come up from. Anyway, it's kind of a huge mess, but because they're like stuck there, then they just gnaw on like everything, either because they're wanting to get out or because they, I don't know, they're trying to just find ways to explore, I guess, my kitchen or something and whatnot. So during downtime, when it's like nighttime and there's like no noises and whatever, like at the middle of the night, I'm gonna hear like really loud like scratching and gnawing noises, whatever. And it's been a week or so, like 2 weeks that it's like that. I told my superintendent, but nothing's being done. And it made me basically sleep like crap. And I've been sleeping really bad for the last like few weeks because of that. So I haven't got much sleep. That basically started the day with waking up to these like mouth scratches at basically 6 a.m. after having went to bed around like 3, so I pretty much got like 3 hours of sleep. And but today, good news, absolutely good news today. I did it, chat. I actually did my fishing guide. So if you exclamation mark fishing in the chat, it should give you to a YouTube video. Let me actually check the link, make sure that it works, and make sure that it works. And yeah, it is there. So you can see my beautiful face there. Yeah, so I've done I've done it today. It took me the entire day. Like, I literally have no editing skill like whatsoever. I learned today, like I YouTube watch videos to learn how to do stuff, how to write, you know, something on the screen, how to like, you know, add up a new like audio layer, like whatever. I basically had to learn everything like on the spot today. It was a pretty cool experience though, and I kind of like it. I like doing the video. I think it was very fun. So yeah, hopefully there's definitely gonna be new ones coming. I know that I'm gonna take the stream part of the benediction quest that I did yesterday, and I'm gonna use that for the kind of like memories. I have a section on my channel that is called like classic wall memories. It's not gonna be like a guide per se, but it's just gonna be a kind of like explanation and like my own personal memory of when I did that quest, which is a very unique, amazing quest. So that's definitely gonna be something that's gonna be upcoming. But another great news, another fantastically great news that we heard today is we actually got TBC Beta. We did. Yep. We I got an email earlier around like, I don't know, it was like 8, 9 or something like that, like about like maybe an hour or 2 hours ago, that says like, oh, congratulations, you got the beta key. And I know beta is pretty much done, but I still want to like, you know, go in there and see what they have to offer and what they have to say and like all that stuff. So it's definitely something. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight, to be honest. Like, I'm really excited about it, but at the same time, I do have stuff that I want to do. Like in the game, I still you know, like the reset is basically tomorrow, and I still haven't done like my ZG is not like on cooldown and whatever, and I really need ZG. I need the Hakar wand in ZG, so I think I'm gonna prioritize that. But if it really takes too long and after a while I just cannot find a group or like whatever, then I guess we're just gonna switch over to beta and see what beta has to offer us. Because outside of the raid for me right now, there's not much I can do, maybe outside of like gold farming, but I'm not quite sure how to do it yet. So yeah, with like my fishing, right? So we're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna wait like to see where that leads us. But yeah, we're gonna start. So let's just dive right into it. Let's just dive right into it. So we are in, and what we're looking for is a ZG group. So first of all, let's see if my guild is running anything. I don't think so. Right, so as you see right now, like Onyx is on cooldown, Molten Core is on cooldown, AQ is on cooldown. The only thing we need is ZG, and we need ZG because basically my wand is complete trash. So my wand is this, right? 5 spirit, 5 stamp. I literally took it when like spirit kind of like mattered on my gear, you know. But now I really don't need it anymore. I just need healing spell power, especially for like, you know, preparation for TBC and like whatnot. And ZG is a really amazing one. It's like on the last boss, if you go on Zul'Gurub, then Hakar, they have the Touch of Chaos. So the Touch of Chaos is what I want, is what I need, is what I'm looking for. So, all right, let's see. Let's go into the looking for group and say priest, healer, looking for group, ZG, no GBID. All right, so we've asked in chat. I'm gonna rewrite it in world chat. I'm gonna ask in guild. Do we have any plans for ZG run tonight? So far no response. The people, usually when there's like, you know, like I guess lots of demands and like whatever for ZG, like people, it just you log in and the only thing that you see is people that are spamming ZG. So the fact that there's none right now might us you know, makes me a little skeptical we'll be able to find a group tonight, chat. But you know, while we wait, one thing that we can do and admire is we can absolutely admire this mind-blowing beautiful staff that I did yesterday. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Isn't this just like, look at this. This is great. First time ever being able to have this staff. It's one of the most iconic item in, like, you know, World of Warcraft Classic. Like, it's and like vanilla, you know, like the Benedict Staff for this priest is so good. Like, just look at that. Just look at that. 31 intel, 10 stamp, which is okay, 12 spirit, which is decent, 20 shadow res, which is meh, but 2% crit. It's really rare that you find crit percentage on healing gear, especially for priest. It's really rare. But on top of that, you have 106 healing spell power. And keep in mind, this is something that you basically get in Molten Core, right? And like, it's way better than most stuff that people get. Even like, I'm not even sure, honestly, I'm not even sure what challenges that in BWL. I'm not sure if there is. Let me check. I'm actually curious. Okay, let's go to BWL. Okay. What we're looking for is a two-hand staff. We're looking for a staff that would potentially be way better than Benediction. Nothing there. Nothing there. See, look at that. You have damage and healing. So for DPS dealers, this is insane, right? This is by far one of the best staff for DPS casters that you can get with the 56 damage. This is insane. But 56 healing is basically half of what Benediction gives you. And you're still very close in terms of, you know, like, you're still close in terms of intel. Like, you're dropping only 9 intel, which is not too crazy, you know? So even this, I thought maybe this would be able to challenge it, but honestly, for healers, there's no way it's even close. This is the same thing. Yep, same thing again. What about Chromag? Is there? No, there's nothing on Chromagus. I think maybe there's something on the Farian. Let's check. Let's see. Staff of the Shadow. Okay, well, look at that. We have some competition here. Some, and I'm careful with my words. I am careful with my words. We have some competition because we have a staff that has a little less intel, a little more spirit, and I say like a little more spirit, which is a stat that doesn't super matter, honestly. Crit 2%, so the exact same thing. So the difference is the Staff of the Shadow Flame has damage and healing. So Benediction is only healing. So it's only used for healing. So like if you're doing like quests in the outside world, whatever, then Benediction is kind of like meh. Except if you switch it to Anathema, obviously. But it's only good for shadow spells then. But so this stuff is incredible. But if you look specifically at the stats for healing, for raids, and how things are unfolding, for like stats-wise and like whatever, then Benediction is still better. Benediction is still better for healing priests. Alright, okay. What about trash? Is there like a... There's the one... There's Draconic Maul, Draconic Doom's Edge. Okay, well, no, nothing there. Tier 2, no, Tier 2 has no thing. So, like... So, yeah, basically, there's only one thing that is better than Benediction. It would have to drop from AQ 40. It would have to drop from AQ 40, I guess. So far, this one isn't. This one isn't for sure. What about Bug Trio? Do we see... I don't see a staff. Okay, there you go. You have something there. We finally have something. So we have this Blessed Kuraji Ogre Staff, which has the chance of... Which basically gives you 143 healing spell power and 15 MP5. A little less intel, but like healing spell power is just way better. So basically, the like you get Anathema, you get Benediction in Molten Core, and you never have to change it until... AQ 40, which is incredible for such an early piece of gear. And we got it. We got it yesterday, and we got it literally right before TBC launch. Because I would have never been able to have this staff after TBC, and I wouldn't even like tried it, you know, like I wouldn't have went for it or like whatever. But now this is just gives me exactly like a huge boost for leveling in because I plan when I'm gonna launch in TBC, I plan to level through dungeon grinding you know, like, so just find a tank. It's so sad, like, my friend Zolker that followed earlier, like, he considers playing warrior. He's not sure yet, but he considers playing warrior. And like, we've had a history, him and we've had a history of just leveling like priest warrior, and like I would heal and he would tank, and it's kind of like been our thing for like so long. But this time we'll be able to do it because of like stupid transfers. Like I'm locked. I have a like 3 months cooldown transfer on this guy, which I've transferred to Faralina basically a month ago. So I'll only be able to transfer on his server like a month into the expansion. And yeah, it's just gonna make it like basically for an entire month I won't be able to do anything. Oh, we have a group chat. We have a group. I saw an ad. I went for it. I saw that, and we got a group. Look at us. Look at us. We got a group, which means we'll have done everything we need for this week. Right, so this week we needed Onyxia's Lair, we needed Molten Core, AQ, and ZG, and everything will be done. So, in like the lower tiers, right? But I don't know. I don't know if I have gear to do like Blackwind Lair stuff. I'm not sure. Like, I'm actually not sure. Like, if I consider that, like, you know, the gear people would get in Molten Core. Right? If I look at the gear that, like, let's just go to, like, T1, for example. If I go to tier sets, tier 1, prophecy. Okay. This is kind of garbage. This is kind of garbage. The robe is kind of garbage. Vem braces are actually insane. The gloves are really good. Gloves are really good. The belt is nah. The pants are okay. The boots are pretty good, actually. So, like, considering what you get out, you get way more stats. I get way more healing spell power for the gear that I have. The only thing I'm losing is I'm losing on a lot of intel and a lot of spirit. These pieces have a lot of intel, have a lot of spirit, which is really good. They have more MP5. And you do get the 2% crit with Holy Spell, which I guess is kind of like a good thing. But it's not, like, incredibly strong. So, I don't know, maybe, like, considering that most people would have gone into Blackwind Lair with... You know, considering that a lot of people would have gone to Blackwind Lair with the, like, Molten Core gear, then now that I kind of have better than Molten Core gear, I'm assuming I could actually do a run. But maybe I'll probably just gonna be able to sneak in, you know, one run before the launch of TBC. All right, let's start headed there. Did you link the SR sheet? So I'm just gonna prepare the SR sheet. So yeah, also chat, for those who weren't there at the beginning, I finally, you know, like I promised you all, I did this fishing journey. I did this fishing journey from the way from 0 to 300. I streamed it all. We did it all together. And, you know, like when we reached the end, I told everyone, like, I'm going to convert this into a guide, you know, a guide that I'm going to be putting online and all that stuff. Like, it's a promise I made to you guys. And today, the video is done. The video is out there. It's released. It has everything it needs. It had the timestamps and stuff. I might just add like the specific guide like in the description, maybe a little later in terms of like really kind of like step by step, like writing it like, you know, like in Word and then put it on there so that people can just kind of like copy paste it in their phone and then follow it and not having to like go back to the video all the time or something. But I don't know, we'll see where it's gonna go. But the guide is out there. If you want to see the guide, you can just !fishing in the chat. And for those who are new, to the stream, if you !info in the chat, it will bring you to an introduction to my YouTube channel, where I talk a little bit about myself, about my interests, about my past, about what I do, and about what I'm gonna do with my channels and what I hope we can accomplish together. So if you have a chance, if you haven't had the chance to look it up, please do so. My YouTube name is basically the same as my Twitch name, which is Fugeki22. So yeah, and I'll be now that I have, you know, like I have the TBC beta that just happened. Like I got the TBC beta today, and I'm so excited. You know, like I'm gonna be putting in more. I'm gonna be putting in more, maybe like, you know, some guides or some stuff or like whatever. Like I might record some of kind of like TBC arena that I will do on yeah. So, you know, check that out. Check that out. Yes, Fugeki quest item. Okay, I am doing Touch of Chaos, and I'm considering double resing this. Maybe, or not. The only thing I would need in there, honestly, the only other thing I would need in there would be the I think there's boots. I think there's boots that I can have that are better than what I have. Let's check. Let's check. Oh, let me no, it's not what I want. Okay. None of that, none of that, none of that, none of that. These Betrayer's boots. So, okay. Betrayer's boots gives me 8 more healing spell power, 8 more healing spell power, and 12 spirit. So 8 healing spell power, 12 spirit. Let's remember that, chat. Then if I go to Gino the Hexer, it gives me more intel, which I think is better, and 11 stats more. Okay, I'm gonna check to see if I'm the only one reserving Touch of Chaos. Then I'm not gonna double res it. And if I'm the only one, no, Touch of Chaos times 2. You think you're gonna do that to me? You think you're gonna do that to me? There you go. Boom. Touch of Chaos times 2. Ha. This shit is mine. No mage is going to steal my Touch of Chaos. Believe me. Believe me. Not happening. It's some weird music, but I like it. Also, chat, for those who are interested, I kind of got a good news yesterday as well. That it's outside of streaming. It's outside, you know, like of all of that stuff and whatever. It's about my schoolwork. For those who don't know, I am doing a PhD right now at York University in Canada, and part of a huge part, like a major part of the PhD process in order to become a prof, because my goal with my PhD is to become a prof. One of the most important thing you can do is get published, and getting published is actually really hard. It's a very lengthy process. It's very draining. It's very time consuming, and it's tough. Like, you know, the critiques are very tough, and they're, you know, whatever. So I sent a paper that I wrote 2 years ago. I sent a paper to a bunch of different places, and basically my paper got rejected everywhere except for one journal that like wanted to publish me. And I sent them the paper and it passed like the first part. So the way it's a peer reviewed process because it's a legitimate, like kind of like important paper. So the way it works for those who don't know is I send my paper to basically someone who looks it up. It's like the chief editor. He looks it up and he's just like, yep, this is a good enough paper. We're happy with this. Like, you know, this is solid stuff, but I don't really know. So like I see your paper and I see that there's something good there. There's something to be done with this, but I can't exactly tell you what to change or what to improve because I'm not an expert. So then what happens is they send your paper to experts that are able to explain or to see what is strong about your paper, what things could you do better, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And so once you've passed that process, once you pass that first step, they send your paper basically to experts that are going to evaluate something, because what the experts are basically people that are knowledgeable in the field of what you're writing about. So what can happen there is they can send it to the experts, and what makes it a blind process is that you don't know the people that are reviewing you, and the people that are reviewing you don't know who you are as well. So your name is not on the paper, nothing is on the paper, nothing is like, you know, written that can identify you. The way you save your Word document, you save it with like taking out all of the information about where it was written and like the author and like all that stuff. Even in your email, you kind of sign the email with like anonymous and stuff like that. So it's very like the goal is like everybody remains anonymous to everyone in the entire process. That's what blind review means. So there's no biases against a person either because of their name or because they know someone, if they heard something bad about them, whatever. They actually have no idea. And it goes on both ways. So what can happen is I could have sent the paper like there, and then the editor would have been like, oh, the paper doesn't fit with what we're writing about. Like it doesn't fit with the goal of the journal. So I'm sorry. And I sent my paper to 3 places that told me exactly this. But this time I sent it to these guys and they're kind of like, yes, your paper, you know, it fits well with the theme of this journal. It fits, you know, it's a good fit. And I think that your paper seems to have like a lot of like depth to it. So I don't know enough to tell you what to do or how we can improve. So I'm going to send it to experts, and then they're going to send me the feedbacks, and we'll see what happens from there. So from there, 2 things can happen. Either well, actually 3 things, but only 2 of them are likely to happen. So what can happen is the reviewers can literally say, oh, your paper is absolute garbage. There's no way you can make it good in any possible way, so like we're not publishing this. There's the other option, which is the likely option that they say, hey, your paper is actually pretty good, but it needs improvements, and here's what you can do to improve. So that's basically option 2. And option 3 is they say your paper is so fantastically, mind-blowingly amazing that you don't even need to do any changes, and we just want to publish you. Which, for those who wonder, this is the unlikely response. It's very rare that people, you know, answer stuff like that. Anyway, so yesterday was the first time ever for me. I got a response, and it's the first time ever for me that I got past the reviewers. So the first editor said, yes, we want your paper. Then he sent it to the reviewers, which took about 2 to 3 months to write me feedback. Then they sent me a response, and the response was basically, your paper is good, and it's like I think it's a good idea for the journal to publish it, but there's some flaws, and it needs to address these points before being publishable. So it's still like the changes that they're asking to do are still pretty big changes in my mind. So I'm still on the edge as to whether like I'm gonna do, but if I do the changes like they're asking and resending it or whatever, I might be on the verge of having my first official academic publication out there, published in a real genuine impactful journal in my field of study. So it's kind of a very, very good news. And if anything, even if no matter what happens, even if it doesn't go through and it doesn't get published or like whatever, just to know it's like, it's the first time ever that I get past like the second stage of that process, that the reviewers are kind of like sending me feedback. So already that is exciting. But yeah, so it's there's been some good news happening lately. All right, so most likely at the time that this is going, I doubt we're gonna be able to do some beta after. I think this stream is most likely going to be this AQ20 run, and then I think that's gonna have to be it. But I guess we'll see. I don't wanna jinx it. But there seems to be like this warlock as like tier 3, and like, you know, people seem to have like, you know, tier 2 hunter with, is that the Nax sword? Yeah. So I mean, we seem to have pretty decked out people here, to be honest. Like tier 2 to do, what the hell are these people even doing here? Holy crap. Holy schnitzel. Okay, let's see what people has rest. So there's only two of us. There's only two of us that want the Touch of Chaos. So most people are coming here just because they want the mount. Like, they've heard that they can soft res the mount, so they're just gonna like soft res the mount because they probably just don't need anything else. They just want to be here to have a shot at the mount before the reset, which is fair. But Touch of Chaos, which also means that nobody reserved the Betrayer's Boots. So if ever the Betrayer's Boots drop, I might have a chance at them, which is really good. There's also this Primalist, like somebody reserved the Primalist band. Okay, so somebody soft reserved it, so I won't be able to roll on this one, on the Primalist band. The Primalist band is a really good one. Let me show you. It's so I have the Primalist seal, but then you have the Primalist band that can also drop this one. No, this is Zenzel's band. We want Primalist band. Okay, so it's only 6 MP5, right? Which is not great. But if you combine the two together, it gives you 33 healing spell power. So if you compare the rings that I have, right? I have a ring that gives me 29 and a ring that gives me 27. So having these two rings would give me 29 on one, then 33. So I would lose 4 healing spell power, but I would gain I would gain 6 MP5 and 10 and 5 intel. So I think that overall having both rings is just a little bit better than having like the rings that I have. So I have the Forge Ring seal and I have this Primalist seal. So having both of these with the MP5, I think kind of trumps what I have right now. But oh, actually, let me re-equip my trinkets, which are okay. I know that there's like this amazingly powerful like ZG trinket. If I can be completely honest with you, chat, I just didn't look up how to get it. So I know there's a really amazing trinket in here for healer, but I don't know how to get it. So yeah. So y'all chat, in not too long, maybe, you know, like in the next few days, I basically only have to raid log at this point, you know, like I've done everything that I needed. I got benediction for, like, you know, like I got benediction. My fishing is at 300. The only thing that I could do is gold farm, you know, and I don't think that my gold farm, I'm pretty certain that my gold farm is going to involve just like fishing, you know. And if my gold farm is just fishing, I don't think it's going to be that interesting for stream. So if I do take time to do something on my own, I'm going to do gold farms. I'm going to try to make sure that I keep doing, you know, my one MC, my two Onis, my two ZGs, and my two like, yeah. So I'm gonna try to continue doing that and keeping, you know, on top of my shit there. But most likely when I'm not gonna have content or like whatever, I think I'm just gonna save the TBC beta for the stream. I think it's gonna make it more interesting to more people. And you know, sometimes we're just dependent. Like tonight, I was just kind of hoping we got a ZG, which we did, but it's not like it could it's not like you could you know, like sometimes I want to do a ZG when I need to do an EQ, and then there's just no group kind of thing, which is like a lot of downtime, a lot of whatever. And if y'all are like super, you know, like having a lot of conversation on that day, then it's fine. But if it's more of a calm night like tonight, then, you know, it's kind of more boring. So I feel like at least in TBC, there's going to be always something to do. You know, there's going to be something to check, something new to try. It's going to be some arenas. Oh my god, I'm so excited for TBC Arena. Chat, I'm excited. And you know what? One thing that I'm excited, one thing that I want to try, okay? One thing that I want to try. I want to go into Outland with this gear. I want to go into Outland with this gear that I have right now, okay? And with this gear that I have right now, I want to find a random group, a completely random group, and just do a run of Hellfire Citadel, just to see how it feels to heal a TBC group with the gear that I have. Because if healing in TBC with the gear that I have is actually really easy and super manageable and all that stuff, then it's kind of like I don't really need to farm anything, not even like the, you know, not even the content. Because right now I would, like, you know, I'm doing this EG and stuff to get a wand so that I could get 18 more healing spell power, which is kind of big, you know. 18 is not like a small number, but like 18 is not going to make the difference between life or death in terms of like running an entire dungeon, you know. So oh, I can't believe, I still cannot believe I got benediction like the last week before pre-patch. That's absolutely insane. You gotta love it. Gotta love that druid with sulfurous. This is like the best thing I have ever seen. I am definitely taking a screenshot of that. I wonder if buffing actually changes in TBC, because it literally takes me, if I'm the only priest in the group like right now, it takes me 5 mana bars. 5 mana bars just to buff the groups. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, so the run starts. Hopefully I won't have. Hopefully they're not gonna be kind of like idiotic and just like die everywhere. But like, dude, we have like max geared people literally. So
5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
kind of sucks that I respect and I don't have PI anymore. Because if I had PI, I would give him to that like absolutely ridiculously geared warlock, you know. And then they would make so many freaking damage.
Don't be afraid to borrow. Chord progressions, sounds.
I like how my icon changed to holy after I respect.
Just snatch them all up.
Yeah, I need the current segment. Alrighty, so I mean, if a mount drops, I literally have no chance of getting it. Like every single person soft reserved it. I didn't even soft reserve it, so I wouldn't even have like, you know, the chance to be able to roll for it. But
And I used to. I thought it was not original, not creative. But I quickly found out that I am not original or creative. I can't make up.
I really like when people do that. It's like single target DPS, please. And the only thing you see is that mage that just runs in, blink, con of cold, like Nova and stuff. It's just like, such a classic.
Doubt in many ways that any people I listen to were the first ones to think of a particular progression. So once you get over that, sounding good is easy. Just borrow. Basically, let's just copy it.
Man, I can't wait to put my run of Benediction up there. It was so scuffed. I know like most of you weren't there yesterday when it happened, but dude, it was like the most scuffed thing I've ever heard. Like my add-on, you're supposed to see like you're supposed to like enable friendly nameplates to make it super easy to manage. And dude, like the nameplates wouldn't show because of an add-on. So I was literally just there, like having to spam click every single person, because I couldn't see their nameplates. It was so scuffed, and we managed to pull it up first try too. I use all my consumables, but you know, whatever.
And also be respectful. Leave a little note. Thank you very much for what you've done.
I'm going for the slow, efficient heals. Like I have freaking paladin spamming heal, you know, like on everyone on the raid. So
If you listen enough, you start to pay.
there's that sound that's like whoop in the song, and every time I feel like it's kind of like either like someone writes to me on a I don't know, like either on like on Skype or whatever, like I don't know, it feels like the sound of something that like someone that sends you a message on some kind of like app. And every time I'm like, dude, did I forget to close something? Am I getting message somewhere and like whatever? And it's just like, nope. It's... All right, that was a little of a scuffed start, but dude, with the group that we have, it's like it's actually kind of insane. I can't believe this is not even a record victory. What? Oh, what's that cloth thing? It's trash. I know it's trash. It's like way less good than whatever I have, but I'm still healing damage and healing done by 29. Damn, that's like for damage, like people that are gearing up, you know, as damage dealers, whatever. That's a pretty good stuff. I like that it's the end of the classic, because now it's like everyone is literally coming in and they're just like, oh, it's our last chance of getting the mount or like whatever. So like all the like decked out gear player are like coming into these like really small things because they know it's their last shot of getting some really unique item that's gonna disappear after. And it helps people like me who actually need gear in here to like find groups with like people that is just steam frickin' rolling the whole thing. Man, this shit is a joke. I know ZG is not hard. Like it's not like it's surprising that ZG is easy. Like, you know, but paladins are so freaking crazy as healers in this at this moment in the game. It's absolutely insane. They just like they never lose mana. They just spam like, you know, they just spam the flash of light, and they top people in like one heal, and they just never go home. Okay, I got a Hakari coin, chat. That's good. We're happy. I don't even know what it does. Shh. Doo 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 doo.
Let the gods of hate unfurl.
Doo 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 doo. Oh, ban of servitude is big, I think, for a lot of people. Zenzel's ban, it's like, meh. I think I could do the ZGs with literally my eyes closed. It's not because of me, just because the group is so freaking insane. Like, if you look at my E-Link, I'm like probably dead bottom. The only thing I knew is throw renew on a tank and then that's it. Hi, Shalene. How are you doing? Happy to see you popping in on the stream. Thank you for saying hi. How is your evening going? And I like that you pulled the well logo as your like profile pic or whatever it's called on YouTube. You're good, awesome. It's hard to not feel good when you nap for so long. Ah, shots fired. I like it though. It's like the most you thing ever. Ugekth. I'm good, thank you. I you know, powered through that guide today, and you know, it was good. It was really good. Naps a laugh, yeah. I know you actually believe that. I know you do. Yeah, I just took the entire day, you know, of like doing all of that stuff and like powering through the you know, like doing the videos and like doing whatever, and it was all like self-learning and like all that stuff. So I don't know, it's just like it was a cool thing. It was super exciting. I feel like I did learn a lot. It was just, you know, it's different too than what I normally do, as you know. But yeah, I don't know, it was just like I look at the result of what I've created basically like out of nothing, at least in my mind, and I'm kind of like, dude, this is good stuff. Like, you know, like I'm proud of what I created, you know, and that means something, you know, that counts for something. I'm coming to accept that I may need 10 hours of sleep on a nightly basis. Yes, I feel like you've come to terms with that a long time ago, no? But I like it. I think you need to come to terms with this. I think you need to fucking own it, you know? Be like, dude, this is what I need. I need 10 hours of sleep. Just fucking deal with it, you know? And by the way, for those who might have missed it earlier, on Twitch, for those who are on Twitch, if you type !fishing in the chat, it will proc an automatic message that is a link to the new YouTube video that I just released today. That is a guide for fishing to prepare for like a TBC launch to get 0 to 350. It's literally like a step-by-step guide. Like I walked with you, like, you know, it's almost like I take your hand and come here, do that, click on this, you know, like whatever. It's very, very, very like complete. I'm pretty proud of it. So if you're interested I've never did that before in my entire life before. Like I literally never like leveled fishing in my entire life. And I was kind of like, dude, I feel like it's gonna be a really good like moneymaker for TBC. So I just, in order to get prepared and get ready, I just powered through it. And that's where the guide comes from. It comes from me doing it for myself, and then after that being like, damn, like this stuff is actually pretty solid. And yeah. Hashtag gamer girls. But I'm only here because you're cute. Aw, thank you. Listen, baby. If that is what you want, there is always a way to make you want to start playing WoW if you want. I can show you how. And I think we could have a good laugh. No, I think we could have a good laugh with it. And I mean having a good laugh because you'd suck. No, I'm kidding. Everybody sucks when they start playing WoW, so it wouldn't be your fault. Maybe you're gonna be a beast. What if you actually play WoW and you're like a fucking beast, you know, and you just wreck and tear everyone apart? Like, that'd be freaking insane. I'd love to see it. I want to see you run it and tear apart the entire world. Well, you kind of already do, you know, like on a daily basis, but... I mean, I could... You know, like, it seems hard because you don't know what's going on, but if there would be someone explaining to you what's going on and, like, taking your hand and telling you what to do at what moment, then it'd be easy. And again, like, WoW is a game that has many different difficulties contained within itself, right? So, as you know, it's like there's different kinds of content. You know, there's the, you know, the 20-man content, the 40-man content, the 5-man content. And when you do so, and even you don't even have to do the 5-man content, you know? So it's kind of like there's many different levels in the game that allows for players to be accommodated depending on their interest, but also depending on their levels of skills. You know, so there would definitely be something for you in there if you'd be interested, for sure. What's that icon? What's that icon? I can't really see it. Like, my chat is kind of small on my laptop, so I can't really see what the icon is. I'm drinking puer tea tonight, baby. I'm drinking an aged tea. But it's like, it's kind of a very, how can I say it? It's like, you know, you can have HT that are like really fancy kind of thing and like whatever. Usually they are, but this one is kind of like the most commercial one. So like when they sell it, when the place that I buy my teas is Camellia sinensis, and when they sell this tea, they sell it like in a bulk, like in a huge bulk, and it makes it like really cheaper. So it's rare you can buy puer tea that is actually as cheap as this one. So I like to just like stack it up, you know, there and make it last a long time. The icon is a monkey with a hammer. Ooh, symbolic of me trying to play WoW. I like that. I like that. If you'd be just a little later in the game, like if you would have arrived, if we would have met at a different moment where the game would have been like farther ahead, there's a particular moment in time in World of Warcraft that there was an expansion that was called Mist of Pandaria that came out, and in Mist of Pandaria they actually created a new race for you to play in the game, and the race is pandas. So, you know, panda and thinking about a monkey with a hammer, it is kind of like you're kind of almost there, you know? You're just not at the right period of time. You should have been like 6 years ago. You would have been right in the right timing. I feed your soul to Hakar himself. And I don't even have time to heal. Like, the pallies are just doing everything. I just don't do any... I guess I'm gonna wait. Panda... I know, right? I'm not funny. This is what the game did. I didn't create it. Honest to God, like, most people stopped playing the game. They stopped playing the game when Blizzard released the Panda race, because they were like, what the hell is this? I'm not playing a game, like, you know, I'm not like playing game for freaking like 5 years olds, you know, like it's, and they did the Panda race, and it was like a Chinese themed expansion. It was an East Asian theme expansion. That's why they created the pandas. And it happened basically right after Kung Fu Panda was a thing. So they're kind of like, what the hell? We've been playing this game for so long and blah, blah, blah. And now they're just throwing freaking Kung Fu Panda at us. And like a lot of people quit the game because of the pandas. So it was like a huge misstep on the part of Blizzard to put these in the game. It cost them so many different players. Warblade of the Akari. This is a good sword, I remember that. Primal Hakari Idol. I think I'm gonna roll on it if nobody wants it. I don't know if it's reserved. What do you think of the video, baby? The guide. What do you think about my incredible editing skill that I've learned in one day? I don't want to brag, you know. I don't want to brag, but I'm kind of proud of my guide in my videos. I'm kind of like, damn, I feel like I've seen a lot of guides out there. I've seen a lot of people do guides for stuff, you know, for World of Warcraft and like whatever. And I really feel like when people look at the video, it like when I look at it, I'd be like, damn, if it wasn't me, if it was someone from the outside and like all that stuff, and I would be landing on this video, I'd be like, damn, like this is like a good and solid video, you know? I'd be like, it's super helpful, it's very clear, it's straight to the point, it like takes your hand, it literally takes you step by step like into the process and like whatever, and I don't know, it's just very yeah. Okay, give me 1 second, I'll read your message right after. Really cool editing skills, and I like that you did the time stamps that a video is not too long. Yeah, actually, like I think 16 minutes for a video like that is actually pretty good, because it's not like crazy like detailed, but it has enough detail to make it like not just superficial and like people lose. Because a lot of people, they try to make like, you know, they try to make very short videos to be like to the point, but then sometimes they just miss certain aspects, and then you're just like, I missed the point, you should have mentioned it, whatever. So I feel like it includes everything it needs to include without making it too long. So I don't know, I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm kind of proud of myself. I feel like even a monkey with a hammer can be a master fisher. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, it definitely can. It definitely can. You're so spiritual. It feels like you're talking to me in Zen koan. Even a monkey with a hammer can be a master fisher. Ooh. We should write a book about this. Okay, I'm not gonna show the healing meter because it actually like depresses me to see me at the bottom constantly, because I'm with a group of people that have crazy gear and I don't, and they just crush me. Look at that. This is what they do, and I'm just like dead bottom, like whoa, like it's like I might as well not heal at this point, you know? Oh, and baby, I have to go to see for okay, can I just say one last thing before you leave? DJ Slot. I see. Okay. You go be a DJ Sloth. You go be a DJ Sloth. I'll tell you about it tomorrow, okay?
Shambhala, fill me with your rage.
It's okay. Do your thing. I'll tell you tomorrow, baby. I need. It's gonna be easier actually because I think there might be like a little explanation, whatever that needs to happen. So, because it's about WoW. So. Okay. There's a thing. There's a thing in World of Warcraft that before a new expansion comes out, they do like a beta. No way, did the amount really drop? Okay, no, it didn't drop. Good night, baby. Talk to you tomorrow. Sorry, I was kind of caught in kind of like focus on what was going on at the same time, so. Have a good night's sleep, sweet dreams. Alrighty, chat. Man, we are steamrolling this place. Holy crap. But it's more like they steamrolling the place. I'm just like looking at them clapping in the background. I'm basically the cheerleader of the group, you know? But I don't mind it. I'd rather be, you know, I'd rather be in this group than being in a shit group that wipes constantly. That's actually one thing I should consider be doing before the launch of TBC to level my first aid. I know it's like I'm a priest, like I shouldn't really have to, but you know, could still be useful. Never know. You never know. I'm also gonna try to have a good night's sleep today.
Bethek, your priestess calls upon your might.
Da, 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 da. All right, nothing good, nothing good. We're only here for the last boss pretty much anyway, so it's not like there's one thing I could technically need in here, which is like the neck. I could get the Betrayer's boots too, but it's probably done. I think we've probably done it. Because now there's only Jindo and Hakar. Who drops the... Who drops the Betrayer's boots? Takal? We've already... I think we've already done Takal. Takal is like the tiger dude, right? Oh, in chat also today, another not quite a good news, but on the way there is I heard back from the designer that is doing the graphic designer that is doing my logo for the stream, and for my YouTube content and like all of that stuff. And he pretty much got it, you know, like he pretty much got it. He got the concept, he got it right. Everything is, you know, like everything is kind of like going fine. The only thing is there's just one detail that was off, and I told him what I wanted. I feel like he understood what I was trying to say. Hopefully, I kind of over-explained myself, so hopefully he does. But yeah, we are like at this point we're pretty much like on the last stretch, and I think in my mind, the next time he sends me the logo, it should be the final version. Like, it should be, I'm expecting that the next thing he's going to send me is going to be the last version. If not, I might have to kind of like find a way, I guess, to kind of like do the changes that I want myself or something or whatever. But yeah, anyway, so that's really good news too. You know, we're almost there. Like, it's been I've been waiting maybe like, you know, 2 weeks or like whatever for that. And I've been super excited about it. I've thought about it all the time. Like, thought about how I'm going to be using it. And I want to use it for my intro, you know, like for my video. I want to put it on my stream and all of that stuff. So it's very cool and exciting stuff, you know. So so to know that it's almost done and we're almost there, for me, it's good news, you know. I'm excited to share it with y'all. I'm excited for you folks to see it, you know, and be like, you know, like, I don't know, either love it or hate it or like whatever. I don't know. I'm just excited to see what the community is gonna think about it, because, you know, a lot of the like logo is a, you know, like it's a branding, it's a whatever, and it can be like a rallying, you know, something for like the community and like all that stuff. You know, it's like it has its own color, its own schemes, its own designs, its own, you know, like whatever. It's supposed to represent me. It's supposed to represent the brand. It's supposed to represent whatever, you know. So it's kind of like there's a lot that goes on there. So hopefully the community is gonna like it as much as I do, because so far I really, really, really love it. I think it looks awesome. And no, it's not gonna be one of these like gaming logos that they all look the same. These like tricolor, you know, like logo that looks like hockey t-shirts, hockey shirts, or like whatever. Like none of that stuff. I'm going more for like a real logo kind of feel, you know. Okay, if you want, I can tell you one thing about the logo if you want. I can give you one little hint about the design. Is I hired someone that was specifically like good. I hired someone that was specifically like, I guess, like not like professional, like I don't know how to say it, like his expertise is in watercolored. So it's a watercolored design that makes it very like unique and very different and all of that stuff. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Like I know what it's gonna look like the design, but to have like this like peace of mind to know that it's like done and like he nailed it and it's over and like, you know, we can move on, is gonna be something really, really cool and really awesome. So I don't want the neck to have dropped because I didn't rest it and someone soft reserved it, so I wish it doesn't drop, or else like I could have actually, you know, got a roll on it. Blood Drench Sinking, Animus Boots, which used to be very good from our Primal Hakari Idol. I think the Primal Hakari Idol, I think it's the thing that gives you like that really good trinket. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it is. Oh, got some root cloth. We love this. Might as well might as well, you know, do a little bit of damage or something. Because my healing is not getting me anywhere. I guess putting Renew on the tanks probably helps, you know, but I do have Imp Renew and I'm using freaking rank 10, you know, so I'm probably over healing like crazy actually. Because like my healing is trash and probably most of it is actually over healing because of Renew. Could you imagine? That song got kind of had like an anime vibe to it. Ooh, Demon Blade of Healing. I don't know if that shit would sell. Kind of doubt it though at this, especially at this point. Oh, but it's not true because I feel like there's a lot of people that are. Oh, I'm polyed. Okay, good. I don't know what this protein I got. Oh, he might have fell down or something. Is that what it is? Damn, I don't know. That was so weird. You folks, every time I was pressing on 2, I didn't have anything. I was just pressing on 2 to basically flash heal, and it would just change bars. And I just couldn't heal after. That was so weird. Alright, chat. This is the time. This is the day. This is where it happens. We want the Touch of Chaos. There's only one other person. There's only one other person that reserved it. They also double reserved it though, so they have double rolls, which kind of sucks. Well, that was definitely this. I'm not gonna jinx it, but that was definitely the smoothest ZG run we've had so far.
You know, squirrels can be deadly when cornered.
All right. All right. Here we are. Pop fear. I don't get it. What does that mean? And why am I able to fear ward everyone? That's kind of ridiculous.
Pride heralds the end of the world. Come, face the wrath of the soul player.
Good sheep, good sheep. We like it. Gonna put a shadow word pin on the boss, because why not? You know, it's not like I'm gonna be using my All right, we are ready. Good, look at that. Not one red one. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Oops. Oops. Da, 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 da. Let's go. Touch of Chaos. No. Classic. Oh well. Another run wasted on no loot. Well, it's not wasted, obviously, because you need to do it and no one is doing it, you know, but let's just say I would have liked that, my Touch of Chaos. Yeah, 43-minute clear. That's all right, you know? I think that's pretty good. I think it's my quickest so far, that's for sure. Yeah, screw it. Screw it. Am I gonna pay 100 gold for trinket? Like, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Not happening. All right. Well, that was a by far my best run ever of ZG. So we're quite happy about that. It's just sad, you know, our loot didn't drop. It's like, basically at this point, we have like, I still have about, what, like 6 chances, I think? I have about 6 chances left at getting Touch of Chaos before, this one, before TBC releases. So 6 chances is not a lot, and that's 6 if I manage to be able to be there every single time and get it, you know, like the twice a week and like all that stuff. There's a lot of chance that sometimes I might not even be able to like log in or do it, you know, something comes up and like whatever. But yeah, also, like, y'all weren't there yesterday, but like I was farming some demonic runes for the benediction quest, and in Ashara, and there was a chest, and in the chest I looted this stone raven. I was kind of like, oh wow, like I don't know, this is like, and I tried to sell it for like, I think like 40 gold, and it obviously didn't sell. These guys saying for 20. Maybe I'll put it for like 19.99.99, you know. I'm gonna be that guy, chat. That's me. I'm gonna be that guy. Yup. It's me right there. Boom. Should I do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Was that this time nobody's on anyway? Alright, gotta go put my rune cloth in my bank. Thanks for the run. Very smooth. Very smooth run. Oh, I feel so cool walking around with benediction. It's like ridiculous. Okay, like, dude, calm down with your ATH. Like, who do you think you are? Like, people. I'm trying to be here, having all of my fun, you know, with my benediction and thinking I'm cool and like all that shit. And you have this dude that just arrives with freaking ATH. Yeah, you better leave. I don't know where you went, but like, you better freaking leave. I don't want to see no ATH in here. Let me have my moment. You know, let me have my moment with my benediction. All right, chat. All right, chat. So tonight was kind of a chill stream, a little ZG happening. I needed to do ZG. I got the beta today. I really wanted to do some beta stuff, but I needed my ZG. Like I said, you know, I only have about like 6, well, tonight was like 7, but let's say I have like 6 more chances to be able to get my loot before the release of TBC, and having that really awesome one, whether it's this one or the one from AQ20, the Antenna of Invigoration, whether it's one or the other, like I just want a better one than I have now for the launch. And yeah, like I want to be making sure as much as possible that I'm there for the you know, for the what's it called, like for the lockdown, the locks, make sure I get each locks, so that way I don't miss my chance. So tonight was just like a more of a chill stream, doing a really chill ZG, nothing too crazy, nothing too extra. Depending on how things are gonna go tomorrow, I might try to just get a lockdown, either like an AQ20 or a ZG or something like that, see if there's a group running, because I know that my guild will not be running an MC this week, and they won't be running like any of that stuff, like not even an Oni probably. So I'll be on my own to try to figure out how to be able to get these kills. But if it's less interesting for you guys, it takes a long time, it's not super interesting, a lot of people have seen that stuff before, it's chill for me, but you know, it might not be interesting as much for the viewers, definitely not as much as classic TBC beta. So I think I'm gonna start, you know, like streaming beta and probably just do that until, you know, like pre-patch, and then after pre-patch is gonna be like the launch or whatever. But I feel like it's gonna be probably more what people want. So anyway, we'll see. For all of you that, you know, popped in today, thank you very much. Thank you so much. And the people that followed, like Zolkir followed me earlier. It wasn't live, you know, like when it happened, but still, thank you very much for following me. Also, for those who missed it, today I have officially released the fishing guide that I mentioned I'd be doing for like a pretty long time now. So fishing guide, if you're an alliance player and you want to have like really a step-by-step guide that tells you exactly where to go, who to talk to, what to buy, like from 0 to 300, like I have an entire walkthrough that is there for you. It's a 16-minute video of every single step along the way of what you need to do in order to get to 300. I literally take your hand and basically do it for you and with you. You just need to follow the instructions. It's available online. If you exclamation mark fishing in the chat, you'll be able to see the link for it, which is also going to be a link to my YouTube channel, which you're more than welcome to go and check and subscribe if you like the content that you're seeing. Yeah, so everyone, thank you very much. Thank you very much for showing up. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for Shalene to pop in and say hi. Thank you to Zolkir for the follow, and thanks for everyone that just, you know, came in and decided to chill with me. So have a good evening, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. EST. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.
What you have is nothing more than a system of wires and circuits. It can show feelings only to the extent of which you program it to. It will be your friend, no more than the table you built it on will be.